Welcome everybody, how are you? I am Mr. Wissam. Today we are going to talk about an important math concept called trigonometry double angle formula, such that sine 2 theta equal to sine theta cosine theta, and cosine 2 theta equal to cosine power 2 theta subtract 1. Cosine power 2 theta subtract sine power 2 theta equal 1 subtract 2 sine power 2 theta. We have three rules about cosine 2 theta equal to cosine power 2 theta subtract 1, or cosine power 2 theta subtract sine power 2 theta, or 1 subtract 2 sine power 2 theta. And what about tan 2 theta? Tan 2 theta equal to tan theta over 1 subtract tan power 2 theta. You must keep in your mind this rule, okay? And we have identity. You can keep in your mind cosine square cosine power 2 theta plus sine power 2 theta equal 1. Okay, and sec power 2 theta equal 1 plus tan power 2 theta, or cosec power 2 theta equal 1 plus cotan power 2 theta. You can solve this example. Solve for theta more than 0 or less than or equal to 360. Question number 1. What about sine 2 theta equal negative root 3 multiplied by sine theta? We want to find this inequality. We have theta more than 0 and less than or equal to 360. What about sine 2 theta equal negative root 3 sine theta? First, we know sine 2 theta equal to sine theta cosine theta equal negative root 3 multiply sine theta. We can complete it here. We know 2 sine theta equal 2 sine theta cosine theta, and okay, we can write 2 sine theta equal here, and we can move negative root 3 sine theta from right hand side to left hand side and write here positive. We can write sine theta outside here, write common factor between two terms outside here, and the result will be here 2 cosine theta plus root 3. We have two terms, first equals 0 or second equals 0, so sine theta equals 0, and then theta will be 0 or 180 degree or 360 from unit circle. We have to order here 1 and 0 and negative 1 and 0. First will be cosine and second sine, cosine and sine. We want to find sine theta equals 0, so this angle will be 0 and 180 and 360 because theta less than or equal to 360. Okay, and what about 2 cosine theta plus root 3 equal 0? We can move the root 3 from left hand side to right hand side, and the convert the sign will be negative and divided by 2, so cosine theta equal negative root 3 over 2. We know the acute angle will be 30, and we have negative cosine will be negative in 2 quadrant and 3rd quadrant, so theta will be 180 subtract 30 equal 150, or 180 plus 30 equal 210. So the solution set will be 0 and 180 degree and 360 and 150 degree and 210 degree. Look at this example. Prove that cosine theta multiplied by cosine 2 theta plus sine theta multiplied by sine 2 theta equal cosine theta. First, we can solve this equation from left hand side. Equal cosine theta. We know cosine theta multiplied by cosine 2 theta equal, we can write cosine theta outside, and cosine 2 theta equal 1 subtract 2 sine power 2 theta plus sine theta, write sine theta here, and sine 2 theta equal 2 sine theta multiplied by cosine theta. And then we can simplify it. Can cancel this expression with this expression. We have similar term, but the sign was converted, so we can cancel two terms here, and the result will be cosine theta. So the result will be cosine theta equal right hand side. Okay, prove that. of that sine cosine theta over sine plus sine theta over cosine theta equal to cosec 2 theta. We want to prove that. First, we can write left hand side equal. We can write sine theta multiplied by cosine theta in the numerator here, right? Cross sine theta multiplied by cosine theta, and we can find the result. Cosine theta multiplied cosine theta equal cosine power 2 theta. Sine theta multiplied sine theta equals sine power 2 theta, and we know cosine power 2 theta is identity. The result will be 1. Sine theta multiplied by cosine theta, right? Sine theta cosine theta, and we can simplify it. We can write 2 here, multiplication 2 numerator and denominator, multiply by 2 here and here. The result will be 2 over 2 sine theta cosine theta equals sine 2 theta. Okay, and we write 2 here. We know the inverse about sine will be cosec theta, so the result will be cosec theta equal right hand side. So left hand side equal right hand side. And we must know all properties about triangle 30-60. Keep in your mind these properties. We have 30 and 60. This means opposite 30 will be 1 and the hypotenuse will be 2. Adjacent equal with 3. And what about 45? Was 45 was 45. We have 1 and root 2. Okay, to find such that sine 30 equal 1 over 2 opposite over hypotenuse, and cosine 30 root 3 over 2. And what about tan 30? 1 over root 3. Tan 45 equal opposite over adjacent, 1 over 1 equal 1. And sine 45 equal cosine 45 equal 1. Sine 45 equal 1 opposite over this number root 2, opposite over hypotenuse. It will be equal cosine 45 cosine equal 1 over root 2. We must keep in your mind all these properties about triangle and about unit circle. We must know 0 and 90, and we have here 180, 270, 360.